Good morning, everybody. As we are continuing our chapter, that is Bills of Exchange, we started yesterday, in which I let you know that who is drawn, who is drawing, why Bills of Exchange is to be drawn. I hope your all the queries are to be satisfied that what is Bills of Exchange and why and when it is to be drawn, and what are the parties involved in Bills of Exchange that we did yesterday, and some basic accounting treatment we also discussed a little. Before discussing any other accounting treatment and go further in the chapter, I just want to make you clear some more basic terms that are very much important. See, as I told you yesterday, that a drawer has to draw the bill. A drawer, like X, draw the bill. If X draw the bill, then X will become the drawer. We discussed this yesterday. Now it is drawn upon Y. So Y will be the drawing. Then if the bill is endorsed to Z, in that case, Z will be the pay. Or if it is retained by the X itself till due date, then X will be the pay if bill retained by X till due date. So this is all about draw, drawee, pay, endorsee that we discussed yesterday. Along with this, today I just want to discuss this important point, that is due date with all you. See, supposed to be X draw the bill on 1st January. X draw the bill on 1st January 2020. Now, it is the date of bill drawn. It's a date of sale or purchase. So whenever you prepare the journal, this date will be marked in the journal. But when after the 2 months, suppose there is a period of 2 months. So period of bill is is 2 months. So suppose after the 2 months, what will be the due date? We have to calculate the due date ourselves. It never be given in the question. Always keep in your mind the due date. Due date means on the date at which the bill will get matured. Means the drawee has to pay the bill to drawer. The bill converted into cash, that will be the due date. Now, what is the method to calculate the due date? Due date is to be calculated, always remember, on the period of, after the period of bill, due date on the date at which bill is received or paid. That will be the due date. So due date is always be calculated on the basis of period plus days of grace. Period plus days of grace. Now the question arises, what are these days of grace? I'm just telling you, I let an example. Suppose on 1st January 2020, a bill has been drawn for the 2 months. And what will be the due date? Now it is to be calculated. How it is to be calculated? See, 1st January, add 2 months. It means January, February complete. 1st March will be the due date. But along with the 1st March, we have to add plus 3 days of grace. 3 days of grace. Then what will be the date? It will be 4th March. The due date will be 4th March. In this way, we have to calculate. Suppose if the number of days are given to you, like the bill is drawn for the 20 days. On 1st January, 20 January will be there. Add 3 days and it will be become 23rd January. If the number of days are given to you, add those number of days as a period, add 3 days of grace and you will get your due date. In this way, you can calculate the due date, and due date is always remarked on the date of maturity when the bill is received or paid. One thing more, always remember, sometimes this can be happen that any emergency holidays can be there or any gusted holiday can be there. Suppose 4th March is an emergency holidays. All of a sudden a holiday declared. What happened in that case? One more day will be added. It will be postponed. One more day will be added to the date of grace, this due date. And suppose if on the 4th of the March, any gusted holiday will be there. If the gusted holiday will be there, what happened in that case? It will be preponed. It will be preponed and it becomes the 3rd March. See how? Please open your examples, illustration number 1. Illustration number 1. Calculate the due dates of the bills in the following cases. The date of the bills are given to you like 1st January 2017. Then 2 months, the same example that I quoted to you, it is given as a first question, and you have to calculate the period of due date with this period. See in the note, in the case of due date of the bill falls on the holidays, the following points should be kept in mind. Please mark a star against these points that are given in your book and mind it while calculating the due date. Number 1, if the due date, including the days of grace, falls on Sunday or a public holiday or a gazetted holiday, the due date will be supposed to be 1 day earlier. For example, a bill falls on 26th January, then the due date will become 25 January. On the other hand, if the due date including the date of days of grace, it is declared as the emergency holidays, the due date will be supposed to be 1 day later from the, for example, a bill falls on the due on 5th July and is declared as emergency holidays due to the death of the national leader, and due date will be 6th July. I hope the concept of the due date is clear to everybody. If you still have any doubt, in the query period in last 10 minutes, we will discuss it. Let's go for the further. In the example number 1 and 2, you are supposed to calculate the due date. But in the next case that we have did yesterday, when the bill is retained by the drawer and drawee till the maturity, we discussed those entries, and today we will do the first illustration related to that concept. Before that, I just want to discuss once again and recall whatever the entries we did yesterday. See, what we did yesterday, we have drawn the books of drawee as well as drawn. See, so let's discuss the entries that we did yesterday once again in the books of drawer. And what is the case? The case is bill is kept by the drawer till maturity date. So if the case is this, when the bill is kept by the drawer till the maturity date, you can say kept or retained. Retained is a technical word that is to be used in these books of account. So the first case is bill is kept and retained. Everybody is supposed to prepare the formats like this in your books, parallel the books of drawer and books of drawer are to be prepared. In the books of drawer as well. See, in the books of drawer, what should be the entry? The first entry, first of all, what is to be done? Goods sold to Y. When the goods are sold to Y, what should be the entry? The entry should be Y is the buyer. In this case, he become our debtor and we are selling the goods to him. So entry will be Y debit to, I'm sorry, sold to Y. Y debit to sales account. The next entry will be, this will be the first entry for goods sold to Y. Now, the next entry will be second. Bill drawn by X and accepted by Y. Now bill is drawn by the X and accepted by the Y. The entry will become, it will become BR for the drawn X and BR account debit, bills receivable become the asset for the business. So it will be debited to BR account debit and it is drawn on Y. So entry will become BR account debit to Y. In this way, this entry is supposed to be done. In the next, the bill is kept till maturity date. The bill is kept till maturity date. In that case, the entry will become, if the bill is retained till due date or the maturity date, then the next entry is supposed to be done, and that will be the third entry in the books of drawn. The bill retained till maturity. The bill retained till maturity and received on due date. The entry will become bank account debit to bills receivable. This is all about the entries are to be done in the books of drawer. Now let's talk about the entries are to be done in the books of drawing. As a goods sold to Y, in the books of Y, goods purchased from X. The entry will become goods purchased from X, and purchases are there. So purchases account debit to X. The next entry will be second, whatever that bill is drawn by X and it is accepted by Y. The bill is drawn by X, so bill accepted by Y. The entry will become X debit to bills payable. As bills payable will become liability of the Y, so it will be credited, and it is acceptance is given to X, so X will be debited. Now the third entry, bill paid on due date. The entry will be when the bill is paid on due date, the entry will be bills payable account will be debit now because it is written off. Liability is to be written off when it is paid. So bills payable account debit to bank account. In this way, these entries are to be done. So this is all about the entries are to be done as well as the grace period. Suppose in this case, on the first time, on 1st January, this entry is to be done. So we mark the date in the format of journal 1st January over here. Then the bill is drawn on 1st January, again 1st January, but we calculate the due date after 2 months, it is 4th March. So this entry falls on 4th March. I hope it is clear. I'm just mentioning the amount entries also, date also. Please see, like here 1st January will be there in the format. Next, in this case, the entry is to be supposed to be done on 1st January as well. This entry falls on 4th March. I hope the concept of due date is also clear to everybody, that what are the dates to be marked while passing the entries. The same is done in the books of drawing. The first entry will fall on 1st January, second entry is also on 1st January, and the last entry will fall on March 4. So it is all about for the day. Now you are supposed to do first and second example completely, then example number third and fourth. Means 1 to 4 example you are supposed to complete and do the practical accordingly. Now let's go for the query session now. If anybody have any query, please raise your hands and complete your numericals by tomorrow. And if you have any query, you are free to send me on the WhatsApp, or you can ask tomorrow in the morning session.